Hello, in this class we'll learn something about practice of health education. I am Dr. Ritesh Singh. For next 15 minutes or so, you will be able to, at the end of this session, you will be able to enumerate different methods of imparting health education to masses, describe various techniques of health education, organize a specific health education session, and differentiate between health education and propaganda. Now, coming to the different techniques of health education. Health education can be imparted in a number of ways. Some of the ways in which health education can be imparted to select audiences or to the masses or to the community are panel discussion, seminar, workshop, group discussion, symposium, and role play. We will learn more about these different techniques in a bit of detail in few minutes. Now the first is panel discussion. What is a panel discussion? In a panel discussion, what happens is 4 to 8 qualified persons, they are expert in a particular field, they assemble together, they generally sit on a dais in front of an audience, maybe large, maybe small, and they decide and there is a pre-decided topic on which each one of them they speak, and after they speak after their speaking is over, then they have a discussion amongst themselves. And in a panel discussion there is normally a chairman or moderator who moderates the session. The role of chairman is very important for the conduction of a good panel discussion. A chairperson normally opens the discussion. He briefs the audience about the topic which the panelists are going to discuss. He also introduces the panelist to the audience, and then he invites the panelist to discuss the topic. He invites the first person, he invites any one of them to start discussion, and then he asks other person to add on to the discussion. There is no specific agenda for a panel discussion, but they speak on a particular topic only, and there is no order of speaking. Any of them can be told by the chairperson to speak on that particular topic, and there is no set speeches. They do not come prepared with a note to give the speech. They just discuss whatever is being discussed in the panel discussion. Now the second method of health education technique is symposium. Basically this symposium and the earlier panel discussion, these are all part of bigger conferences. In conferences, when you go, you will find in different rooms there are either symposium going on or the panel discussion going on. So coming to the symposium, symposium is delivered by a group of experts again. Here they come prepared with speeches. So they different many people, maybe 4 5 to maximum to 8, they sit on the dais like in panel discussion, but they come by order and they have a speech ready with them. They may have a PowerPoint presentation, and then they speak about a particular part of a subject. Then when they finish their speech, maybe in 15-20 minutes, they sit and the other person he delivers the other part of the subject, and there is no discussion amongst the persons sitting for the symposium. And again the symposium is delivered in front of a large audience. The third method is seminar. Seminar is basically a, an activity wherein a group of persons engaged in research or advanced study of a subject meet under general direction of an expert staff member for a discussion leading to an in-depth study of a problem or subject. Seminar usually occurs within a particular department or within a particular institute. Here, normally what happens is during PG seminars, a postgraduate resident, he presents on a particular topic in front of other residents, in front of faculty members, and then that particular topic is discussed in detail amongst all the present amongst all the presentees in the seminar hall. So there is no audience. All are expert members present in the seminar room, and they discuss in detail about a particular topic. Herein, the presenter, he or she becomes more knowledgeable by getting inputs from the audiences, from the fellow colleagues. Now, group discussion is wherein small number of people from 5 to 20, they sit around a round or oval table. They face each other, and they then interchange ideas. It is not a random unstructured conversation. It's more than that. It has a method, structure. There is again a group leader who starts the group discussion, and then they discuss the topic amongst themselves. There is no fixed order of speaking, but the moderator, he sees that no one dominates the group discussion, or everyone is speaking, no one is keeping quiet. So moderator has again a big role in group discussion. There is a person who records their conversation. So it is a bit informal, but again a democratic process of discussing a particular thing. Workshop is basically a series of meetings where few persons, the optimal number of person in a workshop is 30, where 30 people sit together. 30 people sit and they discuss about a particular thing. Again, these 30 people, they are broken into different groups, maybe 5 or 6, and they do individual group exercises within the group, and then they present in front of others. So and workshop is always conducted with the help of resource persons, otherwise it may become chaotic. The last health technique we are discussing today is the role play. Role play is basically nothing but a drama, wherein a group comprising of different number of individuals, they act out a situation, and role play has been shown to be helpful in changing of behavior of the masses. In role play, individual members of the group can take the role of a particular subject or particular individual and play the role. Like this example, this is a photo of an actual role play wherein a doctor is meeting a newly diagnosed TB patient who is a daily wage earner and who does not want to come under the TB control program of our country, wherein he has to go to health center to take medicine every alternate day uh, for taking TB treatment free. So how is doctor explaining to a person, the mock doctor, she is the mock doctor and he is the mock patient, and these are audiences who are seeing the role play. So this is a great way of changing behavior of individuals. Now coming to the last slide, what are the differences between health education and propaganda? There propaganda is not in health education, is totally different from health education. In health education, knowledge is actively acquired, but in propaganda, knowledge is instilled in mind. And the objective of propaganda is to insert knowledge into the mind. It prevents thinking. So ready-made slogan, catchy slogans, they are inserted into the minds so that it is easy to remember. Whereas in health education, it makes people think for themselves. Health education, it disciplines primitive desires, whereas propaganda, it stimulates primitive desires. Health education appeals to reason and propaganda appeals to emotion. So you may have seen that in propaganda video or in propaganda slogan, they directly hit the emotions of the individuals. Health education is a process. Health education is a behavior centered process, whereas propaganda is a information centered.